Devastating news. But not entirely unexpected given the grind of the season, Caitlin Clark announced she will miss the rest of the year. Her own words carried the weight of heartbreak. She had spent countless hours in the gym, fighting to return, only to admit defeat to her body. Disappointed isn't a big enough word, she confessed. Just 13 games into the season, the brightest star in women's basketball has been sidelined. And the league's worst nightmare is suddenly staring it in the face. Candace Parker, a legend who has carried her own share of scars, detonated the truth bomb no WNBA executive wanted to hear. She said what needed to be said. Clark made the right call, shutting it down. Parker spoke from experience, admitting she once ignored warning signs, played through pain, and paid the price with her body. Her message was direct. Don't let the league bully you into risking your future. Don't make my mistake. Take care of yourself first. It was wisdom, raw and unfiltered, delivered by a woman who has lived every ounce of it. And make no mistake, this isn't just a personal setback for Clark or the Indiana Fever. This is a catastrophe for the entire WNBA. Every metric that mattered, ticket sales, TV ratings, merchandise, exploded because of her. She didn't just lift her team, she carried the league into relevance. The arenas were packed for Clark, not the brand. Jerseys flew off shelves because of her name, not the league logo. Take her out of the equation, and what's left? Empty seats, falling numbers, fading headlines. The WNBA, without Caitlin Clark, looks a lot like it did before her arrival. A niche product struggling to stay in the conversation. That's why the whispers are growing louder. What if Clark walks away altogether? It's not paranoia, it's the nightmare scenario. Because Clark doesn't need the WNBA needs her. She could leave tomorrow and step straight into broadcasting. Endorsements or international leagues where the money is better, schedule lighter, and the referees actually protect their stars. She could even build her own empire, bigger than the league itself. And fans, they'd follow her, not the league. They've already said it in plain words. If Clark's not playing, I'm not watching. The league has no one to blame but itself. Every game she played turned into a brawl. Hip checks, elbows, shoves in midair. Clark was treated more like a target than a talent. Officials swallowed their whistles. Leadership stayed silent. And now, the inevitable has happened. Their golden goose is sitting in street clothes while playoff basketball marches on without her. Candace Parker sees the bigger picture. She knows playoff basketball isn't just tough, it's brutal. Faster, harder, nastier. The worst possible environment to push a half-healed star back onto the court. You don't bring a Ferrari into a demolition derby, Parker essentially warned. And that's exactly what the WNBA wanted. Clark risking her career for a temporary ratings boost? That's not leadership. That's exploitation. What makes Clark's decision even more powerful is that she chose her future over the pressure of hype, sponsors, and the league's desperation. She didn't cave. She didn't rush. She protected herself when nobody else would. That's not just maturity. That's a shot across the bow of the entire WNBA. It proves she understands her worth better than the league does. And here's the sting. When Clark released her social media update, she thanked her fans. She thanked her teammates. She never thanked the league. Not once. That silence speaks volumes. She knows who's been there for her and who hasn't. And if you connect the dots, the possibility of her leaving the WNBA doesn't feel like speculation anymore. It feels like the next logical step. If that happens, the fallout will be catastrophic. Ratings in freefall, sponsors demanding answers, arenas turning into ghost towns, and a commissioner left scrambling with nothing but excuses. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just another star, she's the star. The one who transformed women's basketball from a footnote into a headline, the one player the WNBA cannot afford to lose, and yet they treated her like she was expendable. Candace Parker deserves credit for saying what others wouldn't. She made it clear that Clark was right to sit out. But she also sent a warning shot to the league itself. Stop running your stars into the ground. Stop exploiting them until their bodies break. Because if Clark decides she's had enough, the WNBA won't just suffer, it will collapse. Caitlin Clark's injuries silenced the season, but her potential exit would silence the league itself. The WNBA is already standing on thin ice, and Clark is the only reason it hasn't cracked beneath their feet. If she walks away, their future walks with her. So the league has a choice: protect its superstar and finally step into the modern era of professional sports, or keep ignoring the warning signs until Clark makes the decision that no press release can spin. Because the day she decides to walk away will be the day the WNBA's obituary writes itself. Let us know down in the comments, do you think Caitlin Clark should leave the WNBA? And if she did, would you keep watching? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter in this unfolding story.